October 20th, 2001, Fort Morgan at Alameda.
Coach Call was talking about personnel adjustments getting ready for the Niwot game. The same thing for this Alameda game, as Quick, who injured that ankle against Niwot, would not play. So sophomore David Marquez would take over the tailback duties and make an impact early.
On 2nd and 9, Olsen in motion to the right. The back's in an eye. Pitch left to David Marquez. He tries to cut it back to the inside. Flips the tackle to the 10, to the 5. He scores a touchdown! David Marquez with a nifty move from 14 yards out. And the Mustangs take the 6-0 first quarter lead.
Max Morgan's extra point went right in between the uprights, so Fort Morgan led 7-0. But the offense would sputter a bit. They could not get into the end zone and had the misfortune of 2 missed field goals by Max, but he would make up for it just before the break.
This will be a 27-yard field goal. This is the 3rd field goal attempt by Max Morgan. He'll have to shank it a little bit, not shank it, but hit it to his right. There's the snap. The kick is down. It is up. That one looks good, and it is good. 1:11 to go, second quarter. Fort Morgan 10, Alameda nothing. This is Speed 106.
That was your score at halftime, but the Mustangs still did not feel too comfortable with just that lead against a team that was 0-7. However, they would get some breathing room in the third.
On first down, the handoff to Shield, running right. He's going to score standing up. A touchdown for Brett Shield, who had only one man to beat to the outside, and Fort Morgan leads 16-0.
17-0 was the score after the PAT by Max Morgan, and it appeared that the Mustangs would cruise in this game, but just a few plays later, the Pirates shocked Fort Morgan.
Van Holm wants to pass in the middle of the pocket, looking middle, throwing deep down the left sideline again. A man is out there, complete! Touchdown for Alameda! 53 yards. Wide open was Nick Bollinger, and it's 17-6.
17-7 the score when the Pirates defense then stymied the Mustang offense, and then Alameda got to work once again.
Second down and 4 from the 7. Back to pass, Van Holm over the middle, caught, and that is a touchdown by Nick Bollinger once again from 7 yards out. The Pirates are to within 4 points here at 17-13 Fort Morgan.
All of a sudden, this was a very dangerous game for Fort Morgan without their best player, leading by just 3. But then Brett Shield would take over from there.
First and goal. The handoff, Shield, left side. He slips the tackle. He's going to score standing up. And the Mustangs have answered the touchdown. They lead 23-14.
24-14 was the final score as the defense forced a turnover and then really just stopped Alameda for the rest of the game as the Mustangs improved to 8-0. But head coach Rick Call wasn't as displeased as most people thought he would be.
It was just good to get away with the win. You know, I think it being a non-conference game, maybe the kids didn't get as mentally prepared as they normally did. We didn't score when we were inside the 20 about 2 or 3 different times, so, you know, we could have put up a lot more points on the board. David Marquez did a great job at tailback there for a while when he needed to rest. We had Bubba Shield at tailback and Alonzo Carrera at fullback. We had a lot of inexperience on the line. Some of those kids have just had a game or 2 under their belt, so I don't really look at it as we had a big letdown. I think it was just a matter of getting kids in the right place and getting a little more confidence.
David Marquez went over the 100-yard mark for the first time in his career, and as we mentioned, Brett Shield scored 2 touchdowns.
October 26th, 2001, Fort Morgan at Valley.
Perhaps the most important game of the season besides the Niwot game, Dusty Quick was back in the lineup in a big way.
Second down and 6 with the ball just outside their own 47. Marquez now in motion to the left. And this will be a deep handoff to Dusty Quick running up the gut. He's got a first down, breaking 3 tackles to the 45 of Valley, down to the right side of the 40, in the clear to the 30. Dusty right sideline 40. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown Fort Morgan. 53 yards for Dusty Quick. An amazing run, and the Mustangs lead just a minute and 4 seconds into the game.
But with Fort Morgan leading by 7, Valley scored quickly themselves.
The handoff right side in a big hole, and a first down into the secondary is Matt Brzezinski, who is in the clear to the 15, left sideline 10-5. He is gone for a Valley touchdown. Brzezinski has gone 57 yards, and Valley draws to within one. It's 7-6.
The Vikings actually led for the only time in this game on a 2-point conversion, and up 8-7. The Vikings defense would have to contend once again with Dusty.
Keith will hand it off to Dusty Quick. A first down to the 30. Cutting it back to the inside to the 25. Another great move to the 15. Dusty 10-5. Touchdown for Dusty Quick. Another incredible, spectacular, amazing run. 36 yards, and the Mustangs have reclaimed the lead. It is 13-8.
It stayed at 13-8 as the 2-point conversion was no good. But the Mustangs then played some very smart defense and got this huge play in the secondary.
With one setback from their own 34, Stewart back to throw to the right side. The pass is intercepted by Ryan Powell at the 45, crossing midfield to the 40, down the left sideline to the 20, Powell to the 10, to the 5, pulling the sideline, down at the 1-yard line. A return of 54 by Ryan Powell, and the Mustangs 1 yard away from taking a bigger lead.
And guess who would get the handoff?
3:49 to go. The Mustangs knocking on the door. First and goal, handoff. Dusty, left side, he walks in. 19-8 on the strength of 3 touchdowns from EQ.
And we were still in the first quarter, and the Mustangs led 21-7 as Quick also converted on the 2-pointer. But Valley was a playoff team this year, and they would not quit.
On first down, back to pass to Stewart. Throws into the left corner of the end zone. It's in caught. Oh, boy, that looked like it was going to go well over his head. And an amazing fingertip catch by Chet Flakes in the left corner of the end zone. And Valley is back in the game. They trail 21-14.
It was a 7-point game, 35 points in the first quarter, 21 by the Mustangs, 14 by the Vikings. As it went into the second quarter, the question is, who would play the better defense? Well, apparently it was Fort Morgan because Valley could not contain Dusty Quick.
10:36 to go. The Mustangs lead by 7. Here's the handoff to Quick. Counter play. He's going to score easily. A touchdown for Dusty Quick. His 4th of the night. He needed just one block to get through that small hole, and Fort Morgan has extended their lead once again. It's 27-14.
After a stop by the Mustang defense, Fort Morgan decided to give Quick a little bit of a rest and rely on Ryan Keefe's right arm.
With Quick in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left, pass up the middle, complete the Shield. Shield to the 15-yard line, carrying the man to the 10, breaks that tackle to the 5, he scores! A touchdown for Brett Shield! Oh, he was piggybacking a Viking all the way to the goal line. The Mustangs have scored their 5th touchdown in the first half, and they lead 33-14.
The extra point would be true. 34-14 was your halftime score. And remember, Dusty was going for a record setter on this night, 4 first-half touchdowns. His high was 5 on the season. He would try to equal that on this play.
4th and 1 from the 4. The handoff to Dusty Quick, left side, first down. Dusty, touchdown! From 4 yards out, Fort Morgan 40, Valley 14. It's the 5th touchdown of the night for Dusty Quick.
So here we go. Could Dusty get to number 6 on the night?
Handoff to Dusty. He's at the 40. Breaks the tackle to the 45. Taking it to the outside of the 50. Dusty right sideline of the 40. Sprinting to the 30. He's at the 20. Cutting back towards the middle at the 16. He breaks another tackle to the 15. To the 10. The 5. Touchdown for Dusty Quick. Incredible. Dusty Quick has gone 63 yards for a Fort Morgan touchdown. It's 46-14.
So Dusty had done it, 6 touchdowns, an all-time high. Valley would add a score in the fourth quarter. Fort Morgan went on to the easy 46-20 victory against a very talented Viking squad. Here's head coach Rick Call.
I was definitely satisfied with the effort of the kids. I really felt every phase of the game, offense, defense, offensive line, secondary, some of the areas that we were really concerned with. I thought that those guys stepped up their play and really did a nice job. And I would really say, considering the circumstances with the changes that we made, particularly on the offensive line, that it may have been our best effort of the year. And one we really needed because we faced a pretty good Valley team.
The Mustangs improved to 9-0. Dusty Quick, 20 carries, 264 yards. We talked about the 6 touchdowns, and you can't forget about Ryan Keefe, 4 out of 6, 101 yards through the air.
November 2nd, 2001, Fort Morgan versus Beltran.
With victory and Assumption against an 0-9 team, all the talk was before the game, and Dusty Quick becoming Colorado's all-time leading rusher, as described by head coach Rick Call.
This is going to be an emotional moment. I feel very fortunate to be able to coach a kid of his caliber, and I know when you really look at it, for a running back to accumulate close to 7,000 yards rushing and basically doing it in 2.5 years, it's an amazing feat. So, it's something, as I look back on my career and take a look at the record board, it's going to be something that I'm definitely proud of because a lot of coaches don't have that opportunity, so it's very special to me.
At American Legion Field, needing 132 yards to become Colorado's all-time leading rusher, Quick got to work early.
On second down, the handoff to Quick, looking to his left. He's got a big seam to the outside of the 35 to 40, along the left sideline to midfield, into the secondary to the 40, starts to tackle the 35, still on his feet to the 30, across the field to the 20, sidestepping a man to the 15, he's up the 10, Dusty to the 5, slipping tackles, he scores a touchdown! Unbelievable run by Dusty Quick! 72 yards! He must have broken 5. 6-0. Holy mahongus!
The next time the Mustangs got the ball, they got it in very good field position, so there was no way that Dusty could break the record on that drive, but he could certainly get into the end zone.
This will be a handoff to Quick, running left back to the inside of the 10. He across the field to the 5. Dusty's going to score, standing up, and easy touchdown for Dusty Quick. 17 yards away. Fort Morgan making mincemeat of Beltran. They lead 13-0.
14-0 was the score as the Mustang crowd was anticipating a record on the next drive. But Fort Morgan decided to do something else.
On 1st and 10 from the Beltran 35. Back to pass, Keefe looking left, throwing over the middle. The pass is caught by Shalman at the 15, 10, 5, spins, scores. A touchdown for Fort Morgan. Kellen Shalman catches a 35-yard pass from Ryan Keefe, and the Mustangs have extended their lead. It is 20-0.
The extra point was no good, but that really didn't matter since the game was well in hand. Despite those 3 first-quarter touchdowns, it was still in the first quarter when the Mustangs had the ball back, and you know what everybody was waiting for.
12 yards away from history for Dusty Quick. Backs in an eye, 2nd and 7. In motion to the right is Lebsock. The draw play to Dusty. Big hole through the middle of the 45, to the outside of the 40, the 35. Dusty back towards the middle of the 20. He's at the 20-yard line. He's broken the record. A gain of 29 yards, and Dusty Quick has become Colorado's all-time rushing leader. He has a record that has not been acknowledged yet. But Dusty Quick is now the Walter Payton of Colorado high school football. Dusty takes off his helmet. His teammates celebrate with him at the Beltran 45-yard line. They all come off the bench. After a big 29-yard run by Dusty Quick, the cameras are out near midfield. Rick Call huddling with his team, about to make the presentation to Colorado's new rushing leader, Dusty Quick. He has broken Corey Davis's record of 6,667 yards. He hugs Rick Call, an emotional moment at the 45-yard line on the Beltran side. The cameras are out, and what a big moment it is for Dusty Quick as he holds the football up high with his left hand. His teammates embrace him.
Now that Dusty had set the record, it was time for the Mustangs to put even more distance between themselves and the Spartans.
With a backs and an eye. Keefe takes the snap, hand off to Shield, and he is into the end zone for a Fort Morgan touchdown. And the Mustangs lead 26-0.
That was the first touchdown of the second quarter. It was 27-0 when Dusty was back to his old tricks.
This is a good time for Dusty to run the football on 2nd and 10. He'll get it on the draw play. Big hole up the middle. Dusty to the 50, left sideline 45. Breaks the tackle to 40. He's in the clear to the 20. Goodbye, Dusty Quick! He has scored his 36th touchdown of the year, setting a personal high. He scampers in from 60 yards away. Fort Morgan 33 versus 0.
The Mustangs had 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Why not 3 in the second?
Keith, handoff, Shield, big hole up the middle. He's into the end zone easily. He wasn't touched till he got to the 1-yard line. Shield scores for Fort Morgan. The Mustangs take a 40-0 lead.
With the Mustangs in control 41-0 at the break, they pulled back a little bit, but Kellen Showerman wanted to score his second of the game.
The fake pitch, keep the throw, left corner of the end zone, caught! A touchdown by Kellen Showerman! Wide open, beating the Bertha defenders, and the Mustangs lead 47-0.
47-7 would be the final score, as Bertha did tack on a meaningless fourth quarter touchdown, but this night belonged to Colorado's new all-time rushing leader in Dusty Quick.
Awesome, it's just a tribute to all our hard work we've done this year and all the hard work over 3 years for our team, our coaches, everything. I got to give a lot to God, my family, my grandpa, my mom, my dad, all my friends. Everybody's done it for me.
So now the Mustangs completed a perfect regular season at 10-0 and ready for the 2001 postseason, which we'll get to coming up after this on the Mustang Express. This is B106.